I am so excited to show you the update of my seedlings. So this year, because my winter sowing, I was a little bit nervous about the fluctuation in temperature. I made the decision to give myself a little extra insurance. And so I purchased this shelf from Lowe's. It was I think $98, and then the grow lights all came from Walmart. Today I wanted to show you the update of my seedlings. Yes, I know, for any of you hardcore indoor seed starters, seed sowers, whatever we want to call you, I know my seedlings are crowded, and so today I am actually going to pot up the big daddies, and which are those, and I just got a little crazy, okay? It was fun. The seeds were flowing. Might have had a glass of wine. I'm not real sure. And I was just seeding, spreading seeds for all to enjoy, right? So now that this has come up, I need to thin them. Well, that's very painful for me. I don't want to, if you get germination, anybody else with me here? For example, and I didn't video myself sowing these seeds. I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know why I do the things I do. Anyway, so this is bee balm. And you can see I got real excited with the bee balm. So somehow I have to get past myself and I have to thin these. So I figured if I videoed myself doing this, I would do it. But the thought of it, anybody else like that, it's hard for me. So today I'm going to show you a close-up view of what I've got going on here. And if you're ever in the market for a seed starting area, I highly recommend this. I did this for $300. Yeah, so I've got all my seed stuff here contained. It's been a learning process. So let's take a closer look at what I've done, and I'll show you how I organized my seeds to know what to start. So here's a quick look at my seeds, my seedlings. Some of them have germinated, some of them haven't. I just removed the humidity domes for you to be able to see them. Those are my vegetables. And then on the bottom, I sowed bells of Ireland and coleus, which I sprouted by the paper towel method. I'll show you now. And I sowed a ton of catmint, literally from here all the way to here. And I just want catmint everywhere. Because I did not video my seed starting process, I just wanted to go over really quick a recap of what I did. To store my seeds, I went through and created this crazy Google sheet. And I separated all my seeds out. I got crazy. I bought so many seeds. I'm so excited. And I separated them into categories of 4, 6, 8, and 10 weeks. And then I decided, I see a bunch of you online with your big photo organizer seed things, but I love OxyClean. Anyway, this is not a commercial for OxyClean. I find they are fantastic seed storage facilities, and so I put each of, I've got all of them. I've got the smaller ones. As you can see, I buy big amounts of OxyClean. I love it. After I clean it out, I am using these as my seed storage for now. I also went and put my seeds that I'm going to direct sow in a bag, just because I don't have another container yet. And then I have my seeds that I will not be using for various reasons. Some I just don't need them. As I started these seeds, because I really haven't started in mass quantity like this, I put my little labels in each row where I started that seed. And I also went online and I found a grid. And so I decided to just be over the top as usual. And I labeled each one with the number of the tray that I'm doing. So this is the very first one I did. And I put tray 1, and then this is this one, and I put a 1 up in the top corner. 6 squares across the top, and then I start another sheet for the next tray. So there's two sheets per 72 count. And I also printed off, and I just found it online. I mean, you can do the same. I have for my little these that I have my vegetables in, I even did that. See, I've got my tomatoes and my peppers and all of that. So I'm just trying to be organized. It may have been over the top. I've not referred to them at all. So it may have just been, you know, going through the process and seeing what works and what doesn't, what I need and what I don't. But, you know, I can see when I started them, but I also put that information on my little tag. So we'll see. On these sheets, I put the variety, the name of the seed, obviously, who it's by. And so, for example, the very first one is Bee Balm Lambada. So if you know, I love the name Bee Balm Lambada. It just reminds me of like a little Spanish name. So anyway, I have who the seeds are by. So now we are going to head next door to I have a craft room. And so that's where I do all of my seed sowing and lay everything out and just get going. One thing I don't want to forget, I want to give a shout out to Robbie from Visit Our Garden. Robbie, thank you so much. He is amazing. I reached out to him because I had seen him do a seed sowing update. And I asked him if I could ask him a couple of questions regarding seed starting, and he answered really quickly. I still had a couple of questions, and he was so nice. He just, you know, he was like, ask me anything, anytime, and he was so helpful. So thank you so much, Robbie. I really appreciate it. I love that about the gardening community. Being able to reach out and ask questions for things that maybe you don't know, I love that. All right, here's my craft room. And this is my favorite room in the whole house. I have this great big massive table that I love. I've started all of my seeds here. It's such a great view out the window too. I moved all the chairs out so I could do this today. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my plants and we're going to get started. Right, so we are ready to get started. I have a potting mix that is moistened, and I am going to use these for my vines. I feel like it's going to give enough room for the plants to grow in. So that's what I'm going to put the hyacinth beans. Hold them by their leaves as your transplant. I did not fill these full because I wasn't sure how much room the plug needed. So I'm just going to be very, very careful. I'm going to try this first one, kind of squeezing at the bottom. But you don't want to damage the stem. Look at how beautiful these roots are. Okay. There we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these in this tray. All right, I'm going to put this on fast motion so you're not bored, and thank you so much for watching this with me. Here we go. So as you can see, I potted these up, and now I think what I'm gonna do, I have some moonflower. Let me show you really quick. So I started these in a strawberry container, and I think these are ready to be potted up, and I have 4 little cells left. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of here and put those in there as well. So in order to get these out, let me see, oh, I've got something with my Cricut, a little spatula. So I'm gonna use this to sort of break it out. See, it looks like a little spatula. Look at those roots, they're nice. What do you think? Purple hyacinth, moonflower. I am now going to thin my seedlings, and this is sweet marjoram. I don't want but maybe 2 or 3 of these. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some scissors and I am going to clip them. And then the other one, I'm actually going to break out and pot all of it, just in case I change my mind and I want a little bit more. So I'm going to show you 2 different methods. All right, so I'm just going to come in here. This is the spindlier one. I'm going to pop this one out. Use my little scooper thing and put it in this container. So for now, I will just put this one here and do it really quickly. And then this one, I just wanted to show you a method that I saw. Super painful to watch, but what they did is they came in and just snipped it like this. And that one looks leggy. I also want to mention that, yes, I know that I can repot all of these and not snip them. I just don't have enough containers to save everything. So that's why I'm showing this method as well. I also realized this is a waste of seeds, and so next year I will be using the toothpick dipped in water method that I actually found worked great. There you have it. 1 marjoram. I'm just going to take this and break it like so. And just leave a couple. Now I'm just going to very carefully separate these out. All right, I am gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. As you can see, I transplanted the marjoram. It was a little tedious, a little stressful. I think I'll get the right equipment and my little Cricut spatula thing that is not intended for seed usage, but man, does it work good. So they sell these at Walmart if you're interested. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for giving me a little grace and not showing you the seed starting process. And I'm really excited to see what happens from here. I am going to be doing a lot of videos on the plants, on the seedlings, as we start to transition into the garden, which is going to be soon. And yeah, so I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a chance to go out and get your hands dirty. Go out and enjoy your day, and I will see you soon. Take care.